I'm headed to their spot. There they are. Where are you? Where are you? All right, perfect. Yes, medpick. Oh my God, it's viable. Hey everybody, F-Bomb Fitzgerald here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the sun on a stick, one of the most misunderstood items in the game for the Scout. Notice I said item and not weapon. I'll get to that here in a second. So yeah, I've got some decent footage here in the background of a good round using the sun on a stick and how I like to utilize it for the most part. But yeah, just a little bit of history on this one. It was an item that was introduced in 2011, and for the first 5 years of its existence, its only real stats was that it did 25% less damage than the stock bat. But if you were able to land a melee hit against a burning enemy, then it would do guaranteed crit damage. Now, that sounds better on paper than it is in practice for a few reasons. First off is stock bat does terrible damage. It does like 35 damage per hit. So the damage penalty for the sun on a stick means you're only doing 26 damage per hit unless the opponent is burning. And even if they are, the crit damage is calculated off of the reduced base damage of the sun on a stick. So you're not doing 105 damage like you do with a crit swing with a stock bat, but rather you're doing like 80 damage even on the crit hits. This basically meant nobody used the sun on a stick for the first 5 years because even stock bat was better than it 9 out of 10 times because of random crits. And honestly, Scout had just much better melee options during this time, especially because the Sandman hadn't been nerfed yet, and of course Boston Basher is still good to this day. Now, in 2016, this item actually got a soft buff where it gave you 25% fire resistance when it was equipped. This wasn't nearly as good as the Mad Milk's Extinguish or the Darwin's Danger Shield or anything like that, but sometimes it could save you from afterburn if you whipped it out while you were on fire. Oh, I got a 10 streak here, so let me just quickly check my eyes on my shortstop. That's not bad. And of course I made a professional sun on a stick with fire horns when I realized I was going to make one of these videos. Hey, that actually looks halfway decent, especially with the fire horns on a fiery weapon like this. So yeah, going back to the item itself, the main selling point for running this for fire resistance is that it doesn't take up a secondary slot where you could be running Mad Milk or a pistol, but honestly, if you wanted to use your melee slot to deal with pyros, I find the candy cane is actually a better choice. Beyond the item's underwhelming stats, I think there's two other big reasons you don't see many people using the sun on a stick. One of them is the benefits of using the item are very reliant on either your team having a pyro that you can team up with so you can get the critical hits, or the other team having a pyro so you can get some benefit of fire resistance from it. If the other team doesn't have a pyro and your team doesn't have a pyro, there's literally zero reason to run this item versus any other melee. The other hidden reason I think that this weapon is so unpopular is just the fact that there's no strange variant in existence for it. Players like keeping track of their stats with meme weapons like the Caber or Classic, if anything just for bragging rights. Hopefully Valve will rectify this in the summer update and give us at least a Strangifier. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of the sun on a stick and if I'm underrating its value as a weapon or utility. Also, special thank you to my friend Radiant for crafting me a sun on a stick, and for my friends for lighting people on fire and giving me healing buffs so I could get such good background footage. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.